Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode number 70. This is where trading cards and racing meet. I'm your pal Val. Jason is taking care of the sick kids tonight. And of course we got the man, the myth, the legend, King NASCAR, Logan. How are you, sir?
Oh, welcome to the jungle.
I'm doing good, but not as good as Ben Rhodes.
Yeah, he was pretty excited. And before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors, Panini America and OK Plumbing.
Yep, I'm okay with the OK Plumbing, and I love Panini.
Definitely. So let's get into it. It was championship race week. Oh my goodness. I think it built to the excitement. I think it delivered. Let's start with, if you don't know about the show, we're going to talk about Camping World Truck Series finale, Xfinity Series finale, Cup Series finale. We're going to talk about F1. There's a race. And then we're going to talk about Prizm 2021 and a few other things that we can think of. So we've got a great show for you. But yes, let's jump over to the Camping World Truck Series, race number 22. The 27th annual Lucas Oil 150. And that was Friday, November 5th, championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. That was a pretty intense race. I think it was kind of a prelude of what was to come. We had Chandler Smith, the rookie, winning the race, but Ben Rhodes won the war.
Yeah, he did. And John Hunter Nemechek didn't have the best of luck.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. They had that problem early on, I guess, hitting the wall and some other issues, and they just were never able to recover. And he was really never in contention to even win that race.
Yeah, he got a lap down like really early because of that, because he blew a tire, had to go in and get it changed. And he never, even with all the cautions that they had, I think there was at least like 10 cautions. And I think even with all the cautions, he wasn't the first car lap down or anything. So he never could seem to get his lap back until like towards the very end. He did storm up back through there and ended up finishing 7th. But if he could have got his lap back sooner, I think he might have had a chance.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But it just never materialized for him. So hated it for him. But I think he's re-signed for Cowbush Motorsports for next year. So he'll take another run at it.
For sure.
And so, like I said, the 2021 Camping World Truck Series champion was Ben Rhodes. That's his first Camping World Truck Series championship. And our rookie of the year for the Camping World Truck Series was Chandler Smith, our race winner.
Yeah, that's Kyle Busch Motorsports. At least Kyle Busch Motorsports won something.
Yeah. And we've talked about his rookie cards before. They're in the 2021 Donruss and Panini Chronicles. I didn't check to see if he was in Prizm. I've been slacking off. I got a new job, so haven't been able to put a little bit of time in. But we do know about the 2021 Donruss Signature Series. There's an unnumbered version. There's a red version, number 99, hollow gold to 25, and the hollow black, serial number 21. And then in Chronicles, he's in the base Chronicles, card number 5, with a few different parallels there: blue, red, purple, gold, and black. Serial number from 199 or less. There's Chronicles autographs. Again, there's an unnumbered version. And then purple to 25, gold to 10, and black to 1. He's in Obsidian with no autographs in the Obsidian. Card number 29, electric etch pink, number to 25, yellow to 10, and the etch white to 1. There's a score version. Score number 11, there's a few different parallels in that: blue, red, purple, gold, and black. Score autographs. He's in Select. There's also Select autographs and Spectra. No autographs in that, but the different parallels with the Celestial Blue to 99, Interstellar Red at 49, Meta Pink 25, Gold to 10, and Nebula to 1. And then good.
Oh no, and he is in Prizm, by the way. Just so he's got all the colors of the rainbow, I think. So
So again, whose rookies are this year then? 2021 Prizm.
So anyway.
So when you're opening your boxes of 2021 Prizm, be on the lookout for Chandler Smith rookies. And then moving over to our series champion, Ben Rhodes. His rookie cards are in the 2013 Press Pass Fanfare. That's card number 99. That's the Young Guns. And there's a few different versions of that. Silver to 25 or 5, Sapphire to 20, Green to 3, Diamond die cut to 5. There's also a half foil die cut and a red foil die cut as well. And there's the Young Gun autographs. There's the silver number to 225, red to 99, gold to 49, green to 10, and blue to 10. So when you're opening or happen to be able to find some 2013 Fanfare looking for those Kyle Larsons, keep an eye out for Ben Rhodes.
Yeah, he's only like, I think 24, and he's been around a long time when you think about that. He started out really young.
Yeah, if he's in the 2013, yeah, he's pretty young. So yeah, congratulations to Ben Rhodes. I know he's been in contention before, but he was able to pull it off this year.
Yeah, and all I got to say about that is
Welcome to the jungle.
that was him from his press conference, by the way. He had a few extra Bud Lights, and he was having a really good time. If you haven't had a chance to go out there and look at his press interview, go check that out. It's on YouTube. It's really funny to watch. He was having a great time.
Yeah, he seemed like he was one of those guys where he was really enjoying that, like an everyday kind of guy, having to win the championship, having some beers or whatever, and he was just having a blast being there and talking about it. So
yeah, they finally had to give him a water. They took the beer away from him at the press conference.
So that wraps up the Camping World Truck Series. I'm sure we'll talk about it some more before, but the next race, yes, the next Extra Energy 250 Daytona International, baby, Friday, February 18th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. So
yeah, I'm already having NASCAR race withdrawal.
Yeah, and for those that follow the show, we'll change it up here for the next couple of weeks, and we're going to go back and we're going to revisit and add anything new that we can to the 72 STP, 83 Uno, as well as some other stuff. So you'll definitely want to be looking on the lookout for our new episodes here between now and the beginning of the NASCAR season. So we're also going to change it up and go to a video format. You can still, if you're downloading the podcast, still get the podcast, but for those who want to see us, or we'll be on YouTube and put that out there. So a lot of changes coming, but we're super excited, and we appreciate everybody who's been listening to the show. Numbers been growing, and all the folks out there in all the different countries, not just the U.S., Canada, and some of the other countries that we're seeing are listening to the show. So we're still covering F1 too, because there's still a few more weeks for F1. But so Xfinity Series, that was race number 33. And that was the 23rd annual NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship race. And that was Saturday, November 6th at Phoenix Raceway. And that was a race to the finish line. There was a little beating and banging on that one, that last corner.
Yeah, that was I think this was really, for me, the most exciting race of the three. You had Austin Cindric leading, going down the backstretch on the final lap. They were in overtime. There was a caution with like 6 laps to go. And Austin Cindric was right behind, Daniel Hemric. I got the Ricks all messed up here. Austin Cindric was ahead. Daniel Hemric was behind him, and they came off of the final turn. Daniel Hemric just kind of barely nudged Cindric, knocked him just a little, just gave him a nudge. It wasn't like he spun him out or done anything crazy like that. Just enough just to move him out of the way a little bit, and got underneath of him and rubbed him on the side and went past him for the win and the championship.
Yeah, seemed like who wanted it the most, and with that win, that is Daniel Hemric's first win.
Yeah, he is the first one, or I should say the first driver in the playoff era to win his first race to win the championship. So that's pretty cool in any of the 3 series.
That's pretty impressive. And they were talking about before the race that his hauler didn't show up until about 20 minutes before the race.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I thought, that was going to put them behind, not being able to test and some of that other stuff, but that did not seem to phase them at all. And I know they talked about it on TV. Their spotter and the crew chief, they were all pumping him up, I guess, to how bad he wanted it. And he was willing to do whatever it took. So congratulations to Daniel Hemric, his first championship, the 2021 Xfinity Series champion. And our 2021 Xfinity Series Rookie of the Year is...
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you want to say it? Or...
Ty freaking Gibbs.
Yes.
Yay, go Ty Gibbs. I love you, Ty Gibbs.
So he's having one monster year between the ARCA Championship and the Xfinity Series Rookie of the Year. But
yeah,
also...
He is.
Yeah. But circling back around for this race, the highest finishing rookie again was Sam Mayer.
Yep, another one of my buddies.
13. Yep. So there's actually quite a bit decent rookies in the Xfinity Series this year. Just they're all up against the buzzsaw, Ty freaking Gibbs.
Yep.
Who didn't even really run the whole season. So
yeah, because the 54 car had John Hunter Nemechek in it in this race, and he led for a long time in that race. He was doing well.
That car 54 between Christopher Bell and Kyle Busch and Ty Gibbs and John Hunter Nemechek. It was an all-star there, that whole cast.
Yeah, it was. And poor old AJ Allmendinger, I had him to win that thing, but I like AJ a lot. He's a great guy, great driver, but he was having I think he was just having some confidence issues, I guess, if you want to say it that way. And I just don't think he had the confidence of what it was going to take to win that race, because they kept talking to him the whole time, trying to pump him up. And in fact, he even spun out at one time. So he was having, I think a lot of it for him was mental. I think he probably may have had the car, but it was just, it may have been just too much for him. I hate that for him, because I like colleague racing. I like him, but I just think it was just too much.
I'm sure it's a lot of pressure on them. I think they were talking to Sunday, that whole going over each one of the championship 4, and just the whole spotlight on them. So it's not like baseball and the basketball and the other one, best out of 7. It's more like football, where it's one, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Noah Gragson, who was also in the Final 4, he was trying hard there towards the end, and he was coming, and he smacked the wall late, and it was pretty much over for him at that point. And I hated to see that too, because I like him as well.
Yeah, it's tough. Only one of these guys can win the championship. So, and it just shows how really tough it is to win the championship. And that's why we were saying, like, when you win a Cup championship, you're almost guaranteed a Hall of Fame induction, later on. So,
yeah, in Cup. Yeah, and Daniel Hemric too. Something I liked was when he won and got out of the car, he stood up on the top of the car and did a backflip. Yay, I love that.
No. Oh, Carl Edwards, miss him.
Yeah, I miss Carl Edwards, but I'm glad to see that was cool. He stuck the landing, so I give him a
10. Daniel Hemric cards, 2016 Panini certified. One of my, if you've been listening to the show, one of my favorite, I think, underrated releases out there. And going through this again, I kind of didn't. I mean, I know a lot about 2016 certified, but his card is number 46. But I guess where I was going with is that the number of parallels and what they're numbered to. So, like in the 2016 certified, there's mirror orange to 99, mirrored silver to 99, red to 75, mirror blue to 50, mirror gold to 25, mirror purple to 10, green to 5, and black to 1. But the highest number is 100, is no only 99, not, you know, 299 or 199. So, and that's for the base. And then the certified potential signatures, those are numbered to either 125 or less, but there's all the different versions to the regular version, the mirror red, the blue, gold, purple, green, orange, silver, and black. He is in the 2016 Panini Prizm, but it's only driver signatures. And there's about, I don't know, about 10 different versions of that with the all your favorite colors there with the black, blue, camo, checkered flag, gold, green, rainbow, red, white, and blue, and white. Man, every time I see those checkered flag, I wish we got those checkered flags.
Yeah, me too.
And then also in 2016, Panini Torque. He does have a base card there. So certified and Torque, he has base cards. In Torque, that's card number 64. And there are numerous versions of those parallels. And there's also driver signatures. There's an unnumbered version number. There's also number version blue to 50, red to 25, green to 15, and checkerboard to 10. So that is our 2021 Xfinity champion, Daniel Hemric's rookie cards.
Yeah, they interviewed Austin Cindric after that, and you could tell he was. I was reading, and I was reading between the lines, and you could tell he wasn't happy. He was kind of mad, kind of upset. At least that's the way I looked at it. And I think, I don't blame him. I mean, if I came in second, I know I would have sour grapes, and I know I would be upset because I'm a highly competitive person, and it would bug me. But that was the vibe I got off of him as well. I don't think he took it as graciously as he probably could have, but I can't blame him for that. But congratulations to Daniel Hemric. I'm proud of him. That was a great race. And like I said, I think that was my favorite race of the three.
It was a great race. And I did see that, Austin Cindric, and they were kind of talking to him about that. And I thought he did a good job with answering some of that. I think just Daniel Hemric wanted a lot more, or it caught Austin Cindric by surprise, maybe. But he's heading up to Penske to run the iconic number 2. So
yeah, we'll see how that goes next year. I don't know if that's a great decision or not. I mean, you've got Austin Cindric going to the number 2, and then you've also got Harrison Burton going to the 21, which I know he's young blood and everything, and I get that, but I don't know that he's going to be any better than Matty D. I love Matty D. They were talking to him today on Sirius NasCar Radio, and he still has nothing from what I heard for next year yet. So I hope somebody out there picks him up, and if he can't run Cup, maybe he can run Xfinity. So we'll see what happens with him.
Yeah, we'll see if where he lands. So he definitely should be able to find a ride somewhere.
I would think so.
Sam Mayer, his rookie cards, 2020 Dunros. He has a Ready Rookie base card in 2020. And then with all the different parallels, also 2020 Dunros printing plates. He's an Optic, that Ready Rookie, and Optic signatures. Autograph to 99, the Hollow, and the Gold 101. He's in 2020 Chronicles with the score autograph, Spectra. He's also in 2020 National Treasures. And then 2020 Panini Prizm signing sessions. There's an unnumbered version of that. And then there are about another 10 parallels, all numbered to 99 or less for Sam Mayer.
Yeah, and he also signs trading cards in person in the middle of a pandemic. So kudos to him. I love that guy.
Our next race, 2022, Beef. It's What's for Dinner 300 at Daytona International Speedway. That's Saturday, February 19th at 5. Don't worry, you don't have to write it down. We'll tell you about it some more as it gets a little closer. I just thought it'd be great that we would have an idea of when the next race is. So, but yeah, Beef. It's What's for Dinner 300.
Where's the beef?
It's in Daytona
It's gonna
on
be in Daytona.
Saturday, February 19th. Yep. And then moving over to the Cup Series, race number 36. And that was the 34th annual NASCAR Cup Series Championship race, Sunday, November 7th. Again at Phoenix Raceway. Kyle Larson is our winner. Highest finishing rookie is Anthony Alfredo at position 34. That was an interesting race where it seemed like every one of the championship four had led the race at one point in time. And it
Yeah,
seemed like it was
think every
anybody's
single one
race.
of them. Yeah.
But at the end there, just Kyle Larson just was able to pull away there, I guess, with a few laps to go. Actually, I take that back because Martin Truex had gotten down to, I guess, almost a half a second behind him in the closing laps, but just wasn't able to catch him, get close to him.
Well, he can thank his pit crew for that win because they busted off one of the fastest pit stops of the year on that final pit stop for him and got him out just barely ahead of Truex. And that's all it took because he had the clean air. And, once you're out there and you have the clean air, Truex, I think the Toyotas were more long run cars. I think both Hamlin and Truex's cars were long run cars. So, these short, sprints to the finish didn't do any good for them. It just Truex, there was no way. That's why Truex was catching up to him towards the end because he had a longer run car. But Kyle Larson got out there and he won. Kudos to those guys. They I will say this: the best team with the best finishes and the best season won the championship. Which, really, in my opinion, that's the way it should be. And that all worked out. I'm not necessarily the biggest Hendrick fan, but I do like Kyle Larson and I do like Chase Elliott. So I was glad to see it. I just don't want him to win a whole bunch of championships in a row.
This season has just been incredible for Kyle Larson. We had talked about it before about how many races Kyle Larson had won in all the years he's been racing at the Cup level, and then he has beaten that number in this one season in a Hendrick car.
Well, they've got the best equipment, I think, right now, and Gibbs is like very close second to them, and it all panned out that way.
Yeah, I mean the top five were Kyle Larson, Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, and Chase Elliott.
Yeah, poor Chase. He just faded at the end. He just didn't have it.
Yeah, it was a great race because, like I said, everybody was kind of up there leading the race, and everybody got excited for their driver if it was one of the championship four. So
I'm just glad that it wasn't decided because somebody, had a mechanical issue or had a wreck or had a run in with another driver on the track. They were all up there. It was a pretty clean race for the most part, and in my opinion, the best car won.
made me think of that was a couple years ago where Truex they put the wrong tires on the wrong side and they put too much tape on Denny Hamlin. It was none of that. It was all clean racing, no mistakes really.
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't. I mean, I won't say this race was boring, but it didn't have as much drama as the Xfinity race did. I mean, I thought when Kyle Larson got out there at the end, I mean, I knew it was over pretty much at that point, unless there was another caution real quick and another restart. Maybe Truex might have had a chance, but once he got out in front, it was game over. So he, I don't think anybody else had a chance and hit anything for him.
And we've talked about Kyle Larson's rookie cards before. 2013 Press Pass Fanfare. There's a few different parallels in that, as well as Magnificent Materials. There's a few versions of that. with parts of racing gloves as well as autographs. The silver number to 225, gold to 125, red to 99, blue to 10, and green to 10. And then also total memorabilia, card number 47. There's only few parallels. There's the red came out of retail, gold to 275, and black and white, and that's serial number to 99. And then the Rising Stars autographs. There's a base version numbered to 125, gold 99, blue to 25, and melding to 5. And that is it for Kyle Larson. That's his first cards.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it more later. But he's got a few cards that have sold out there on eBay too. So
he's very popular.
Yes.
And then our highest finishing rookie was Anthony Alfredo. We've talked about Anthony Alfredo and Chase Briscoe quite a bit because it was only the two of them running for Rookie of the Year. And so our 2021 Cup Series champion was Kyle Larson. That's his first championship. And our Rookie of the Year was Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe had a pretty good year. He almost won that one race. Where was that? Was that the Roval? Trying to remember.
Oh yeah, and then we went off.
Yeah,
went off course. Yes, and then our next race, 2022, the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, Los Angeles Coliseum, 8 p.m. on Sunday, February 6th.
That's going to be a wild race because they're going to have to. They said they're going to have to pave a track inside of there, and then after the race is over with, they're going to tear it back out.
That's incredible. I mean, when you talk about NASCAR and some of the things that they're doing to bring in new fans, viewers, shaking it up, bringing dirt into Bristol, just they're doing all kinds of stuff. So I love where NASCAR is going. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a cool race. I can't wait for it. If I lived out in California or lived out on the West Coast somewhere, I would definitely go to it. But living here in Tennessee, that's a fur piece for me to go. So I probably will not go to that race. But I think it's going to be really neat because it kind of harkens back to the days of back in the 50s when they used to run cup races at Soldier Field in Chicago. So it's going to be that same kind of vibe. So I think that's going to be cool. It's going to be, like I said, a throwback.
That's what I was thinking of. The same thing in Soldier Field. A major throwback to that. So we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be exciting.
Yep, can't wait.
Yep. Moving over to F1. We had the Mexican Grand Prix. That was Sunday, November 7th. Max Verstappen won the race. That's going to be pretty tight for that running of the championship between Max and Lewis Hamilton. We talked about Max Verstappen's cards. I think it was 2 weeks ago when the F1 have raced again.
Yeah, the U.S. Grand Prix.
Yeah, he's got about 435 2020 cards. We don't want to go over them all, but I think the cards most folks are going after are the Chrome card number 6, and there's an image variation to that. So he's also got about another 10 cards in there. That's one of those sets where they have all these other different poses and race wins and other stuff. So there's quite a few cards in each one of the sets. And then they also have the multiple parallels. There are a few different insert sets, like the 1954 World of Wheels. I think those are pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those throwbacks. Those are neat, no doubt.
And there's the track tags. I think those are pretty cool as well. And there's also parallels to each of those, the track tags and the World of Wheels. And then there's also this Chrome Sapphire Edition. And then we had mentioned on the last time about the Topps F1 official stickers as well, if you're a stickers person. And then there's the Topps Turbo Attacks Formula One cards as well. And then there's also a single Topps 2020 Topps Now Formula One card number 23, Max Verstappen, and that had a print run of 4,047 cards.
Jeez.
F1, yeah. When I think about Panini Instant and all those had a print run of like 125 or less. But I digress. But going to the standings so far, Max Verstappen is about 19 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton with a few races to go. The next race is November 14th. That's the Brazilian Grand Prix at Jose Carlos Pace. That's at 12 p.m.
Yeah, did you see during that race, Sergio Perez, who finished third? He's a Mexican driver. He's from Mexico, and he is the first Mexican driver to stand on the podium in the Mexican Grand Prix. So the crowd was going nuts for that. But what was even more impressive, or I don't know, it was anyway when he almost caught Lewis Hamilton for second. And when he got up close to him, the crowd there was going absolutely berserk. They were standing up and cheering and screaming and carrying on. I would like to have seen him pass Lewis Hamilton, but he just didn't have enough time, and he just couldn't get close enough to him on those straightaways. But that was pretty cool about Sergio Perez.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's the next race. Like I said, was the Brazilian Grand Prix. So they have, like I said, a few races left. So it's going to come down to the last few to crown the 2021 F1 champion. So we'll see.
Yeah, some more F1 news. We had talked about a couple shows ago that Michael Andretti was looking to purchase a F1 team. That has fallen through. That bid has failed. I think from what I read, he was going to end up buying the majority of the team, more than 50%, but they weren't going to let him have control of the team. So that just wasn't a fit for him. And I don't understand how that works, but it's kind of like here in Memphis. The Memphis City Schools went, for what lack of a better word, they went out of business, went bankrupt, whatever, and they merged with our county schools. But with all that being said, they wanted control of the county schools, even though they were out of business, which I never understood that, but they ended up getting a good bit of that. So I don't understand how that works, where you can own more than 50% of something and not have control of it. That just boggles my mind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Going over to talk about the 2021 Prizm that was released. I did a check on prices. Steel City's about $140 a box, $139.95. Blowout is also at the $139.95. They also have a lot of NASCAR on sale. I don't know if it's pre-Black Friday, but the 2018 certified blasters, they were on special for $10.95. And there's quite a few of the different products on sale. And then to David Adams, they are still at $149.95. But Reed, our buddy Reed, he's been buying some NASCAR. So they have some Reed buys, and I thought I'd pass them along. 1992 Trax Racing Hobby Box for $100. Those have the potential to have some autographs, like the 1992 dual auto of Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. That was, I believe, one of the last cards in that autograph series to be inserted into packs.
Yeah, that was a hot card back in the day. It's still kind of a hot card now.
I mean, 2 7-time championships. And then also he had the Reed Bios 1994 Pinnacle Select Premier Edition Hobby Box. Those are $60. And then the 1995 Classic Images Racing Hobby Box, another Reed buy at $80. Those kind of caught my eye. I don't know. I don't imagine them to sell out right away. So if you're listening to this the week of the weekend of the 13th, that they could still be on the David Adams website. So, but those are some of the things that I've seen on the websites looking for the 2021 Panini Prizm. And then Logan, you actually had some experience opening some boxes. I don't know if you want to
Yeah.
talk about that now, or if you want to talk about some other auctions or something like that, or
Now
a combination.
we could talk about the Prizm. Yeah, I bought 4 boxes of Prizm from my local hobby shop. It's TNC Sports. It's in Bartlett, Tennessee. Uh, the owner of that shop texted me and told me he had Prizm in there. And what was funny, what he told me is he usually never gets it. He always asks for it, but he never gets it. And if he does get it by some weird chance, he gets like 1 box. But he got 4 boxes, and I told him I'd take them all. So I got all those boxes, and I waited a couple of days. I didn't bust them till a couple of days ago. And my experience with those boxes was fair. I mean, I didn't have any mega hits or anything like that. I didn't get any color blast, none of the lava flow cards or anything like that. No big autographs. I was really hoping for at least something out of those 4 boxes, and it just didn't materialize for me. But overall, those cards are really pretty. They're very sharp looking, nice looking cards. I think Panini did a great job on the design. Uh, the autographs are on card for the most part. I did pull a Brad K autograph, and I knew when I saw the back of it, it said Brad Keselowski on the back. I knew it was going to be a sticker, and sure enough, it was a sticker. But I didn't pull anything major. I got I think one of the cooler cards I got was a daily Haley Deegan Team USA card with the it has the flag and the stars and stripes on the background of it. So that was a nice card. That's probably one of the nicer cards I got. I did have some weird issues with some of the cards were sticking together, and it was like they had some kind of, I don't know if there was what kind of substance it was. It felt almost like, for lack of a better word, it felt like almost greasy, but it wasn't greasy. It was just slick. And I had some cards stick together. I thought I didn't really, that wasn't the greatest thing, I'll say that. And but for the most part, opening them up, it was fun. I mean, I got a lot of good numbered parallel cards and things like that. I think I got one Ty Gibbs card that was the orange card, that orange parallel that's unnumbered, but it was a nice card. In fact, I got the base and that card in the same pack, so that was I guess probably my hottest pack, if you want to call it that. But I enjoyed ripping them. I've got videos on my YouTube channel. I've uploaded one, the first one I did, and I'm actually right now, while we're sitting here recording, I'm uploading one, and it's like taking forever to upload to YouTube, so I don't know what's going on. But watch out for those on my YouTube channel, and you can watch them. And I'd like to hear your feedback on what you see.
What's your channel?
It's King NASCAR.
Okay.
So you can go out there and check them out once they're up there. Like I said, I'm uploading one right now, and I started it right before we started recording, and it's only at 11%. And these videos are only like about 17, 18 minutes per box. So they're not really huge videos. But yeah, my review of the Prizm is favorable. It's good. I would have liked to had a big hit card. I would like to got a 101 or a lava or a color blast or a Haley Deegan autograph or a Ty Gibbs autograph or something like that. But I'll try again. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Have you tried to sort them into a set?
Not yet. They're actually sitting here right in front of me. I thought about that, but I just haven't had the time. Since I busted them, I've been, like you, Val, my work has been pretty hectic. So during the daytime, there's no time to do anything like that at all.
The reason I'm asking, I think it was last year the collation was really good, or I got our lucky box, but it seemed like I got a complete set and a complete set of the name variation, and only had like a handful of extras. So it was really cool to be able to, put a set together with one box. So I'm expecting you should be able to make 3 or 4 sets. So be curious to see how you report back. So
Yeah, I'll probably try to do that this week, and I'll have a report for you guys for the next show. I'll let you know how how it came out. But I did notice when I was busting packs that it's just like anything else that you bought packs of, whether it be Tops or Donruss or whatever you've ever bought. There's always a series to the collation. So if you see one card, you're going to get the next card is going to be the same in the next pack or whatever. So I keep, you would see those things repeat on packs where I get a pack and I know I was going to get another card for the second card. So I don't think any of that makes sense, but you could tell the runs were the same. So
gotcha. The only thing that was random was going to be your probably your insert and your parallel in those packs.
That's true. I did notice that like the USA cards and the stained glass cards and all that, those are few and far between. So they're hard. They're kind of hard, but not real hard to get. You may get one of those in a box, maybe, because I don't think I got those USA cards, those Team USA cards in every box. I think I made 3 of the 4 boxes may have had one, but I think, like I said, so you're not guaranteed any of those things in one box. And I think I only have maybe 1 or 2 stained glass cards. So those are also tough as well. And those are beautiful. Those are probably some of the most beautiful cards in this set. But
also,
yeah.
Put you on the spot. The name variations, if the back was different, I think that's what they did last year to distinguish your different type of variations on the cards.
Yes, it's just like last year where they have the checkerboard pattern on the back for the variations versus just the plain color on the back. So that's how you know that you've got the variation. And I actually pointed that out in the videos.
Okay. Awesome.
So yeah, like I said, they were. It was a fun rip. I just wish I'd gotten something super awesome, but it just didn't happen.
And then I think you had an update on or some review of the Big Lots repacks.
Yeah, I had bought several of those Big Lots packs, those repacks, those blister packs. You had 2 packs of cards per blister, right? So I made videos of all these. I don't know if I'm going to put them up there because it's honestly pretty boring. Several of them, I ended up getting those Orange County Chopper card packs in there. They were the second pack, and I didn't know what they were. Now I know what to look for, but they were the second pack, so I didn't know when I bought some of these. So those were complete duds. And then I'm gonna be honest with you guys, these packs I opened up I think there was 12 packs or 14 packs total that I had, blister packs. They were all duds. I mean, you couldn't have got any worse. And what was even crazier was that on some of the NASCAR packs, I got this it's like getting the same pack. I had the same cards again, and they were all duds. And I recorded these videos, and you can hear it in the videos. I get really sarcastic towards the end of my last video on how terrible those things are. I mean, if I had paid $7 like I did for the ones at Target, I'd have really been ticked off. But, these were only $3, so I guess I can't be too upset about it. But still, I mean, I got absolutely nothing out of them. No memorabilia, no autograph, no anything, just base cards. And like I said, they were all duds. I may post a video so y'all can see it, but I honestly, I would hold my money if I were you guys on those, unless you can look on the side and see one is really thick or something, maybe buy that one. But other than that, I think I'd stay away from them. I hate to say that because we've kind of hyped those up the last few weeks, but they were all duds.
So now you make me feel good that I did go to my Big Lots and I saw it was restocked, but having talked to you or having your review last time of the OCC packs, are the Orange County choppers, that I noticed, it looked like they were all there, and then the first 20 or whatever it was had NASCAR packs, and then the last ones in the back, I saw the OCC packs, and then I was able to look at what it looked like, and then I started to look and say, all right, well, there's like a blue stripe on the top, and I started looking at the NASCAR packs, and turns out that OCC pack was in the back of every one, or all but three of the NASCAR packs, and so I basically said, it wasn't worth the $3 or $4, whatever it was, to get that one NASCAR pack. I just saved my money for Prizm or something else. So, yeah, I know we've talked about it and told everybody about them, but letting everybody know that you can see that second pack, and if you see that blue stripe or something like that, that's kind of a giveaway that it's an OCC pack. Now, if OCC is your thing, then go right ahead. But and I'm assuming these are all retail packs
Yes.
that they have out there. So I think it was a lot better when you got two NASCAR packs. It was, I think, probably a better deal than one NASCAR pack and an OCC pack. So
Agreed. And here's something else I noticed about those packs too, because I saw some of those at a Big Lots down in Mississippi that had the OCC on the front, and they were really tricky when they were putting these ones on the bottom packs. They turned them upside down. So if you're looking at them and you're comparing them to an OCC pack that you can see, it doesn't look the same at all because it's reversed. So you're thinking that I got some other
two
kind of
different packs. Yeah.
Yeah, because I almost thought they were something like maybe Eclipse packs or something like that when I saw those originally when I first bought them. And but then, like I said, they were being real tricky about putting those things in upside down on you and kind of fooling you into buying them, which, what Gomer Pyle say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I've learned from that. If I see any more of these, I may buy some that are all NASCAR, but definitely I know how to look for the OCC packs now.
Yeah, so we're trying to pass that on to our listeners here. So if you run into them, I think it's probably a decent buy with two NASCAR packs, but not sure with one NASCAR and one OCC pack, unless it's a 2013 Fanfare pack.
Yeah, if you see Fanfare on any of them, buy it.
Yeah, was it 2011, 12, and 13 were the years? So for Fanfare, and then I think did you have some eBay auction?
Yeah. I kind of looked at some eBay auctions. I'm going to put you on the spot first. Didn't you see one out there that was a Kyle Larson rookie? It was like a red or something. You were telling me about it.
Yeah, it was a 2013 Kyle Larson autograph, numbered to 99, and it was a PSA 10 was it the unnumbered version?
Shoot, I didn't see. I missed that when I was perusing through eBay.
So there was a PSA 10 that went for 600, and then there was an unnumbered version. The last time I saw it was like at over $100 for the raw version. So, which I think was pretty good considering how hot he is. So
yeah, no doubt. So talking about eBay, all right, I want to say this first. Okay. I'm going to be talking about, for the most part, 2021 Prizm. Okay. These came out a week ago. All right, eBay sellers, don't put pack fresh in your description. Okay. Please. I've got milk older than some of these cards. Okay. For crying out loud. So anyway, I saw that and said pack fresh. I'm like, really? No kidding. Duh. Anyway, so let me get on with what I was going to talk about. So some of the things I saw something I thought was, first of all, a really good deal. There was one of those Jimmy Johnson autographs, the hologram rainbow cards out of 24, it sold for only $36.11 with 19 bids. And so I thought that was a good deal. I mean, he's a 7-time champ, and that's a out of 24 on-card autograph. I thought that was a good deal. So whoever picked that up, great job. You did great. Now, some of these short prints and super short print cards are going for some pretty big money early on here. I saw a Chase Elliott Lava Flow card. It had a buy it now price of $125, and somebody went click and bought it now for $125. There was also a Haley Deegan. This was back on the 6th last week. It was a Lava Flow card. It had a $399.99 starting bid. It had one bid, and somebody bought that card for $400. A Lava Flow card. So that was yeah. So that was impressive. I also saw on the 9th, which was yesterday as we record, a 2021 Color Blast Richard Petty, which is the only one I saw that has sold so far. And it had one bid of $199 for Richard Petty Color Blast.
$200.
$200. Yeah, for a guy who has 200 wins. There you go. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of big prices for some of these cars. Those Color Blasts are apparently a lot shorter print than the Lava Flow, because I saw a lot more Lava Flow cards out there than I have the Color Blast that are out there currently right now. And there was also a Tony Stewart Lava Flow card that I think it went for a reasonable price. It went for $99.99 buy it now. So I think that was good. And then there was also, and I think somebody probably got a steal on this one. And I'm sure it actually had 16 bids. This was a Lava Flow Jimmy Johnson. And so this, I think, was a good buy for whoever got it. It went for $45.
Oh, yeah.
For 16, and it had 16 bids. So somebody got a good deal on that too. So somebody's picking up some Jimmy Johnsons at a good price.
Oh.
And then I also saw, this is a non-Prizm deal, but this is a 2013 Total Memorabilia Josh Berry rookie autograph card, number 43 of 125. It went for $109.99 buy it now. So apparently somebody out there is listening to what we're saying about Josh Berry and likes Josh Berry like we do.
Well, like we talked about Josh Berry 2013 and then nothing until this year. So there's a large gap between cards for him. So, and I think next year he's going to be running full time and running for Junior Motorsports. So he might do very well next year. So, but yeah, that's some good stuff. One thing that I did see, actually, I had bid on it, but time either got away from me or I totally forgot about it. Because I'm working on this recollection set. It's from the 2018 Donruss Racing. It's the Haley Deegan rookie card. It's kind of I guess it's the base of that insert set of the next in line. But Panini held back, I think it was about 50 copies of each, and then had the drivers sign it, and then they also embossed it or something like that. So this is numbered out of 50, and it basically went all in with shipping for $75.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I've seen that go for probably twice that in the last few years, depending on, her cards get hot or cool. So I've kind of been looking for that one. I've got some of the other drivers trying to complete that set. So that one, like I said, I missed out. But I think the $75 is probably a pretty good deal.
I would have to agree with that. That's a good pickup. Something else about the 2021 Prizm that I want to put out there is I look to see who's got redemptions, and the only two I've seen so far are Natalie Decker and Chase Elliott. So I don't know if there's going to be any more or not, but just so you guys know, those are the two that I have found so far.
That's interesting.
It is, because I think Natalie Decker's got some cards in there that are signed. So I don't know what happened.
Donruss, right?
Her Donruss.
Yeah.
Who knows? I
or
don't know.
maybe leading it back in time or something like that. So, or same thing
Yeah.
with Chase. So that'd be interesting to watch. I would imagine they will get completed and sent in. So I think you're all right if you have those redemptions, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm just glad to see that there's not a whole ton of them, at least so
Definitely.
far. Just there's only a couple, and I'm good with that because I get it. Things happen that are beyond Panini's control. Of course, we got the postal service, and they're fine. How they do things, and things can get lost, and I mean anything can happen. So things can get destroyed. I mean, I've had packages that have been soaking wet and cards ruined because don't ask me how they got soaking wet on a dry day when they were delivered, but whatever.
I remember shout out to Mike Summer who had some of those Project 2020s or something that were on that mail truck that went up in flames, and those
Oh yeah.
those Project 2020 cars got all wet.
Oh jeez, maybe that's what happened to mine. Maybe mine were on that truck too. Mine wasn't Project 2020 or Project 70 or anything like that, but who knows? But I think mine got wet. It almost smelled like I think it was coconut water. I think somebody shipped coconut water and it busted open and it got all of my cards, and I got one of those little things that the postal service puts in there that says what we're sorry or whatever, or we know it says we care. It's like, well, if you cared, my stuff wouldn't have got messed up. But anyway, yeah, I think it was coconut water. It had a really funky smell to it. I was afraid to touch it.
And I don't know if we've talked about this before, but one of the other pickups I did get off of eBay was this is one of my favorite sets, is the garage graphs out of the 2008 Speedway. And this was a Tony Uri Jr. garage graphs. Basically, all in with shipping was $12.
That's cool. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s cousin and crew chief.
Yeah, so there's two different versions of these, and there's like 4 or 5 in the set. So it's not a large set, but like the Tony Uri, you would have this one card with just him, but then there'd be another card, I think numbered to 50, and it would be a dual signed with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Uri Jr. There's also a Chad Canals, Jimmy Johnson. There's a Tony Stewart and Zipadelli, and then I think there is a Jeff Gordon and Steve Letarte.
Yeah, I actually pulled that card at a box I bought at the National that year, but it was a redemption. They hadn't had them signed at that point. I had to send it in, but I got it back, so it was good.
Who'd you get?
Gordon and Letarte.
And it's numbered, right?
He was numbered.
Okay. There's and I don't know, this is probably the place to talk about it, but I have seen some versions of the Jimmy Johnson, Chad Canals that are not numbered, and PSA will not grade those. They will grade the numbered versions, but not the unnumbered versions. So that's a story for another day.
Yeah, that is a story for another day. We
'Cause I
could
was
have a
trying
whole show on redemptions, I think.
Yeah, I think that's it. So, but we're coming up on the hour here. I don't know if there's anything else we want to talk about today.
I think that we've talked about everything that we wanted to talk about tonight.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, stay tuned. In the future episodes here in the coming weeks. Even though that the NASCAR season is off, we're still going to be recording, talking about. I think this is a perfect opportunity to talk about some of the older vintage sets as well as some of the other sets. We'll still talk about F1 as well. So, and if there's anything you want covered, you can always hit me up on Twitter at NasCardRadio or Logan at King NASCAR. We'll try to get your topics on the podcast and talk about them. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors with Panini America and OK Plumbing.
Yeah, and shout out to my buddies at Richmar Florist. They've been sponsoring cars all year in various series, and in fact, they actually sponsored Kyle Larson in a dirt car earlier this year, and he won for them. So shout out to Richmar Florist. and follow those guys on Twitter.
Yeah, the great. If you're on Twitter, definitely follow him. So I can't say enough about them. They're good for the hobby, good for the sport. So,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, hope everybody in Jason's household is feeling better.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, Jason. Can't wait till you come back.
Yep. So, but thanks everybody for listening. Like the podcast, share NASCAR trading cards with your friends. And from me, Logan and Jason, we appreciate you listening, and we'll talk to you next week.